Hello there YouTube, and welcome to a completely new series that we're gonna start. The game is called Against the Storm, and in Against the Storm we just started a completely new cycle, as you can see down here. This is the cycle, and we have 88 years left, and at the end of this year we need to arrive in one of the four corners of the map where there is these different seals. I'm not going to go too much into detail on how the map layer works just yet. I'm going to make some tutorials for this game in a moment anyways. But for now we're just going to play like a simple playthrough of the game. If you're curious, it's still in early access. I can link it in the description of the video. And it's a really fun little strategy game where you have to build a colony and you have to survive. It has many similar aspects to Northgard, but there's no real fighting enemies or anything. It's mostly fighting against the storm, basically, and the forest itself. In the middle of the map, you can see our little city. There's some meta progression going on in this game, but I can show quickly that we've already unlocked everything in this save file. And our goal will be at the end of the cycle, ideally, to arrive at one of these seals in the corner of the map. I'm gonna try to aim for one of the red ones there, the extra hard ones, basically. And there's the purple. Oh, actually, I think it's the other way around. These ones are the harder ones. But we're still see where we're going to end up. So in this game, all you need to know for now is that we get to choose a spot on the map, and based on where we choose, there's a different like location and some different bonuses going on and different resources available and stuff like that. For example, if we go here, it says we would go to the Royal Woodlands. It says in the top left. If we go here, it's the Cursed Woodlands, and here, for example, is the Marshlands. And based on these different areas, you have different effects in the game. Some of the spots have these modifiers that can make the game easier or harder. All of these right now make the game a lot easier. So we're probably going to start our first mission near one of them. Just going to see which one is most exciting. Dead villagers turn to stone. Yeah, that's funny. Okay, that's a fun one. Okay, I think we're just gonna go for this, something basic like this one. We can find more ruins in the glades. That kind of shows off the glade system a lot more anyways. And to make use of this, let's just start on the basic terrain, which is this Royal Woodlands here. In the question marks, there's going to be more of these modifiers, so we might want to choose our path in such a way so that we end up near these question marks, which can have really nice bonuses for us later. So for example, we could go all the way back here, which might uncover these question marks for us in the near future. But let's not waste too much time. Let's just get into the mission. So let's just spawn our first colony all the way out here on the left, and then we make our way around. So basically we have the whole 88 years to cycle around the map a bit. I'm going to start out here, and yeah, what the bonus is going to be, we're going to talk about later. So in conditions page, you can see some of the effects going on this map. This one is from this map modifier here. This one is from the terrain we chose. So this one is from the Royal Woodlands, and we're just going to get more wood. That's just going to make this first mission a lot more easy. Every part in the game always has different trees, so the different trees give us different resources. Here we get wood from the trees and also some other stuff, especially the eggs are very useful. You can also see some resources that are naturally spawned in the map, and sometimes you can also generate your own resources through some events in the game and stuff like that. So what's immediately relevant for me is that there's berries and mushrooms, and that there's roots and vegetables, and also some meat resources. Okay. Then under the caravans tab, we can always choose which caravan we want to start the game with, and based on which caravan we choose, we get different people and also different starting resources. There's always some basic resources that all of them share, but I think for now we're just going to go with the top one. It has 7 humans, which is better than this one because it's already more people. We're also going to get 2 random newcomers with our group, and I like the humans better over than these ones. Each species has their own little effects. I'm going to go into it a bit in the game. Then you see here, we get to choose with particular embarkation points that allows us to equip our caravan with extra stuff. So for example, because we're starting close to the actual city, we're still getting a lot of embarkation points and we can take a lot of strong bonuses with us. What I'm definitely going to start with is some more food. I'm going to grab some more people so that we actually start with 12 instead of just these ones. I'm also going to grab a farm that my humans can work. Also, there's gold. Amber is the resource that's basically like gold with which you can buy stuff. I'm gonna grab some of that. And for the remaining two, let's just grab. I'd say we're gonna grab some rerolls. Then we can play around with some better perks. So let's not spend too much time min-maxing everything. Let's just try to get into the game. So, when you start, there's basically none of these modifiers going on. You have to work your way through kind of like a prestige way to continuously add one of these modifiers and make the game harder and harder. We're just going to always be playing on the max difficulty. You can read on the wiki what are the prestige modifiers. I'm going to put the link for that in the description as well. But what is really relevant is these modifiers up here, because these always depend on the tile on the map that you choose. And technically, if you don't like them, you can re-roll the map and you can get different ones. But I don't like playing like that, so I'm usually not going to re-roll. So there's always one green bonus that's going to apply in spring season, and it's going to be positive. And then there's always a bunch of negative modifiers that will apply during the storm season, which you can see also here from these icons. So for now, all we need to know is that every time we start a new year, we basically get some free gold, which is obviously very lovely because then we can buy more stuff later. So then these modifiers here are always different. This time, for example, in the storm, we're not going to produce so many goods. Our fuel consumption, we're going to get into that in a second, is going to be worse. And there's our villagers will need more food and have to take more breaks and stuff like that. And there's also a chance that they're dying if we're not fulfilling some services for them. So we can avoid these ideally, and then we don't have to worry about them. So this is how we start out with. You always start with the same setup. You start with a hearth, which is what you need to keep going. So this always needs to be burning, and otherwise you're going to run into deep problems. And for that you need fuel. You can see the fuel here under the fuel and exploration tab. Right now, for example, we have 14 wood and 28 coal. And the benefit of coal, for example, is that one coal burns for 52 seconds and one wood only burns for 15 seconds. But obviously the wood we can get from chopping the trees. So what we can do, for example, for now is we can turn on burning the coal. We can also prioritize it so that they will be burning the coal instead of the wood for now. We want to keep the wood so we can make some more buildings for our people. That's the next thing. Yeah, you can see here the setup of these people. We have humans, we have harpies in this game, and then we also get foxes. We're going to discuss what their advantages are in a moment. For now, I'm going to change the assignment of my worker here and going to plan out how I'm going to build this base. So first off, I'm going to build some roads that my people can use to walk around a bit faster, like this. And the next thing we need to get going for the start of the game is, first of all, some woodcutters. There's different buildings in the game. We're going to discuss them one by one later. And for now, we're just going to set up some woodcutters. One right here that's going to chop out this area. And then we're going to set up a woodcutter here that's going to chop out this area. If you want, you can even mark which trees they should chop. So like this, for example, they will chop all the yellow trees first. I'm going to do the same here, like chop these trees, for example. So what else is immediately relevant? So there's some resources in the glade that we have. So for now, we only have this part of the forest uncovered. And we can see that here's some flax resources here, and there's some like vegetable resources here. We're going to exploit these resources in a bit. So not for now. Since we have 12 people, we can even maybe afford a third woodcutter. In this game you can recycle buildings for free, so it's really nice. You can basically just build them, and then when you don't need them you can destroy them again. I'm also going to tell them to build the woodcutters right away, and then we're just going to kick off the game from now and explain everything else along the way. So here on the left you see how many of each race you have available to you. So we have 8 humans, 3 harpies, 1 of these foxes, and you can see what tasks they're fulfilling. So the middle tab tells you how many of them are not employed and therefore are builders. So for example, now I'm assigning 3 of my humans to the woodcutter camp, and now we see 5 of them are only left builders. We're going to assign some more woodcutters here, so now there's only 2 left. Let's assign also 2 more humans here to work this woodcutter, and I'm going to keep around the foxes and the harpies right now to build, because I want them to build me some more roads, for example here around this hearth. We're going to see later why that's super important. And then we're going to start setting up some basic, let's say, economy stuff that we need for our town. First of all, is going to be a makeshift post. We're going to need that to produce certain packs of goods. I'm going to explain a bit later what they will do. And we can see now that our lumberjacks are bringing in the wood, we're slowly building up our wood supply. So, At the start of the game, always at a quarter of the spring season, we will get a perk. You can see the perks here, and this is where kind of the roguelite nature of the game kicks in. You always get like a random assortment of these perks, and on higher difficulties you get less to choose from. So for now I'm going to reroll these ones because they're not very good, and here we see, for example, a really good one. We can take these amulets, and then it will lower the hostility we get from our woodcutters. So to explain that quickly, hostility is here. It's basically the perceived, that's basically what you're playing against. You're playing against the threat of the forest, which is hostile towards you, and the higher the hostility is, the less happy your people be, which is the number here that shows their happiness, and also the more of these negative modifiers apply. So for example, all these modifiers only apply later in the storm when I have hostility 3 or 4. So by taking this perk, by reducing the hostility I get from woodcutters, I can avoid these dangers altogether. We can see also here all the modifiers that are applying to our hostility, and we see, for example, 8 woodcutters are making 192 hostility, which is quite a lot. So let's grab this perk and see the benefit of it. Now our woodcutters are only making 96, so that's basically half. Okay. So there's some more buildings I want to set up. I want to farm these vegetables, so I'm going to build something to farm those. I'm also going to build a road there so that my people can gather them a bit more efficiently. And we also need to get a harvester to generate ourselves here these resources down here. The flax resource. Down here is the win condition of the game. Basically, you're only playing to fulfill this reputation bar. Once this blue bar, the reputation bar, is filled, you win the game. If this red bar, the Queen's Impatience, fills, you lose the game. There's several ways to get this kind of reputation for yourself. One of them would be to work the different tasks and to make your people really happy. And then there's also these orders. So these orders, you get them every now and then from the Queen, and if you fulfill an order, you get 1 reputation point. So we'll just choose this one for now. We're going to explain them in a bit. And we can also relocate our buildings. So for example, we could move this one around if we need the space for something else. Which I do in this case. I want to build some houses for my people. Because the next thing we can see on here on the left is how many of our people are homeless, and the homelessness is causing some unhappiness for our people, so we want to try to build some houses for them quite quickly. Yep. I'm also going to reassign these humans to gather these vegetables. You can see by this icon here that this little spinny icon and also this icon on the right, this means that they have a particular bonus, like the humans are really good at farming these vegetables, for example. Okay. We still need some of the builders, so I'm keeping them. I'm not going to work these buildings for now. Okay. Sometimes the people will go to rest at the hearth, which means they'll take a little break, they'll eat some food, and then they go right back to work. So, by every now and then when you earn reputation, and also at the start, you earn a certain blueprint for your buildings. And basically this is how you're going to unlock new buildings for your town. And these are random, just like the perks as well. Alright, to reroll this you need to spend some gold, but we have 50 of the gold, so we could technically do that if we wanted to. But there's also a really good blueprint here that we're just going to grab for now, and we have a second one that we can choose. I'm going to go with probably the weaver, because it can produce cloth, which is going to be useful later. So, to make these buildings we need to build, first of all, some more resources, so I'm going to set that up. We're going to avoid making fabrics, because we just unlocked another building that can do them. You can toggle the priorities and the slots of the resources and stuff. I'm not going to explain too much what every single resource does. There's going to be a separate video going online for that one. So now that our people are building houses, we're slowly seeing our happiness rising, and we're also seeing that our humans are using up our coats. So we can open this consumption panel and we can choose which resources our people should be using. And I don't want my humans to be using the codes. They're kind of just wasted right now. They have so much happiness, 20, that I'm not really worried about them. The harpies, the happiness is a bit lower, so I kind of want to make them happy, so it's good. So we need to chop a bit of this forest, so I'm going to move them around a little bit so I can fit another house here. Okay. I'm also going to set my fox here to work and produce some planks. These are the planks we're going to need to build these other buildings where we just unlocked the slots for them. So here you see also the orders. Basically they're like little quests, and if you fulfill them you get these resources. So I'm going to wait a little bit before fulfilling this one, but we can fulfill this one quite easily. One more thing I'm interested in is upgrading my hearth. you can always see here how to upgrade your hearth, and for that you need to fulfill A, a certain number of people living near the hearth, and B, make some decorations for them. The decorations just basically cost some wood and some resources, so I'm just going to build like a little garden here that's going to fulfill the requirement to upgrade the hearth for now. I like to move my woodcutter around so that they work closer to the trees that they're actually supposed to be chopping. So the woodcutters here, when they don't have any trees that you mark, they're just gonna go for the ones that are basically closest to them in like kind of like a semicircle. So you can also tell them to deliver their goods now, which means they're gonna stop working and immediately bring them back to the town, which is also a nice little option you have. So I don't want him to work anymore. I don't want him to work. I want them to cut over here and basically chop out this side. The garden is done, so now our hearth has been upgraded and we have a little bonus. The first upgrade is always just some happiness for your people, so you can see that it's gone up again. And you can also favor a species, and thus increasing their happiness by 5, and all other species get a penalty of 5. So I'm going to do it now for the harpies, because you can see how the blue label here, it means the harpies will be happy, and then they will produce reputation for us. That's what we need to win the game, so that's why I'm doing this. We also need one more house because there's still some people homeless. We're going to want to avoid that. I'm also going to build some more roads while we have some builders walking around. We're going to make some more roads back here into the forest that we chopped free. We can move this one over here and continue chopping along here. In the Fog of War, there's these white spots, and these are called glades. And cutting into the glades increases your hostility. And also it costs you some gold, because the queen gets unhappy if you chop into the forest, but you basically have to pay access for that. But eventually we're going to need to do that, because we're going to run out of resources. So for now we have these resources here, which are going to last us for a bit, but once our town grows, we'll need more space and we need more resources. So that's why you want to chop into the grades. The main glade I'm mostly interested in is this one, because I already know here there's going to be some fertile soil that's going to allow me to make a farm in a bit. Apart from that, we could take a look at our other orders. I sometimes like to delay them a bit to see maybe if my town is better set up to complete more difficult orders, because some of the orders like this one, they can be harder to fulfill. Like this one, we only have 7.5 minutes to fulfill it, but if we do, we get a really powerful reward in comparison to these ones where the rewards are more normal. The main reward you're always looking for is the favor, the reputation. So you should always choose the missions you can fulfill, and if there's a timed order that has a really good reward but you can never complete it, don't even choose it. You're just going to waste another slot of these reputations, and you really need them. But actually this 18 resolve we can do, we're already there, so I'm going to definitely do it, because we can almost instantly fulfill it and get a really powerful reward from that. This one is also going to be easy to fulfill. I'm just going to grab this, because once we complete the first quest we get these tools, and those are the ones we need for this quest, and then we can instantly fulfill all these quests. So for now let's just make the harpies happy so that we fulfill this quest. We need to keep them happy for 30 seconds, and to help with that we can build them their specific houses that only they like. So the harpies, they like their little purple houses, so we're going to build one of the purple houses here just to increase their happiness even more. I don't want it to go below 18, because then this timer would start again. Chop these trees as well, please. Okay, they got even happier. I don't actually know from what. We lowered our happiness for some reason. Okay, the hostility, nice. Actually, how did that happen? Because of the impatience. Cool. So now we get to complete this quest, and something that's really useful to know is for every point of reputation you earn, you lower the impatience by 1. So now we have impatience of 1. We're gonna complete this quest, and therefore instantly we reduce our impatience, well, by a half, and we earned a new blueprint. So we can take a look at what the blueprint is. This one is really powerful. So is this. I'm going to grab the fortress camp, because it's going to allow us to harvest this salad here quicker. As a reward, we also got some more harpies, so that's why we're a bit more unhappy now, because we have more of them, and they're going to be homeless again. But we're going to fix that in a bit as well. But since we have now more workers, we can have them working this building here, and we're going to put another harpy here working this building. So I'm also going to... I'm not going to complete these quests yet. First I want to roll the impatience a little bit higher so that we can reduce it by completing these buildings. It's going to be more helpful that way. I'm going to build one more house back here. for our people. I try to build houses a bit out of the way so that I can build my important production near the warehouse where they need to bring the wares usually. We're also going to keep favoring the harpies just because it allows us to earn some reputation. So we can see here they're producing right now 0.09 reputation a minute. So it slowly but surely fills this up and is winning us the game that way. So we can also consider upgrading our hut to the next level. For this we need to build another garden or another park and one of these buildings that is called a garden. So let's do that. For which we need some planks, which are what these people are producing. Maybe we can tell them, bring these 12 planks that you already produced. You can also relocate these parks so that they're out of the way, for example. Then I'm going to build myself, I wanted the manufactory. I'm going to build it somewhere here on the side. We're going to use this to make ourselves the pack of provision. So this building that I made here at the start, I'm not going to need it because we got ourselves a more efficient recipe. This one, for example, it turns 4 herbs into 3 packs of provision, whereas here we would have to spend 6 for 3. So basically, by making these better buildings, we get better trades. Okay, and that's a good timing because now we're going to start our first storm, and in the storm is when these negative modifiers come into play, if your hostility is high enough, and also your people are getting a pretty high resolve hit. So in the storm, their happiness is generally lower, and this is where the game becomes really hard, because you need to manage expanding in the storm and getting resources and also chopping wood, with keeping your hostility low enough so that your people don't leave your town and become completely unhappy. So if we let this unroll for a second, you can see that slowly but surely our people will get unhappy. So you can see that the foxes are going to be very unhappy, and we need to stop that by stop favoring the harpies. So I'm sorry harpies, but we need to keep everybody happy, not just you. So this way we make sure no one is going to leave our town. So what are we missing for this? We're still missing some fabrics. So we can get the fabric from a different building. So I'm going to scrap this one for now to recycle the resources. And we can make this weaver that we also unlocked, because that's going to allow us to produce the fabric that we need. We have plant fibers, which we can produce into fabric. We could also use the leather, but I'm going to keep the leather around. Maybe we can do something with it later. That could be useful as well. So once one of you is done, we need them to deliver the goods. So now the harpies can go and build this weaver for us. I also want to build the trader, of course, for the quest, and also just because it's generally useful. Okay, so these people have done a phenomenal job of chopping everything back here. I'm gonna now set them to work over here, because I want to work my way towards this glade over here. I want to start farming very soon. Maybe we can even do this a bit more efficiently by telling them go straight for the glade. And just go straight there and chop right into it, and then we can build a farm maybe also this winter still. Okay, I'm gonna set the remaining harpies to work the weaver, because we need some of these cloths. Maybe one is actually enough. Just gonna let them both deliver it. Okay, one will do. Actually, when you're done with that, actually deliver it, because we need just 3, and we have 1 already, I think, exactly. So then we can build this building. We need a lot more of these planks, so I'm really glad they keep producing them. You might want to move this one around so they work a bit more effectively, like so. Okay, and usually around this time you get a new group of people. You don't have to accept them right away. So the group of people you get are once again random. We could either get a harpy and a fox, or we get humans. Based on which one you choose, you also earn some different resources. They basically bring some resources with you. Since our food is getting lower and lower, I'm just going to choose the one that has some food. Okay. Yep, you finished your job. Keep producing some fabric because we're going to need it, but at least now we have the 3 that we need for this building. We also have plenty of these herbs that we can work into these provisions, so that's also super helpful. So now we have the trader complete, so we can complete our quest. And we can even complete this quest because we already have the tools. That way we earn some more of these building resources that are going to be helpful. And for now we don't have any more quests to worry about, but at least our reputation is going up super fast. Okay, let's see what building we get. These are really nice once again. I'm gonna wait a moment. You don't have to choose them right away. Like, you can deny the choice and click it later, because based on what we find in this glaive, we might need a particular resource. Exactly. So for example here, we find the meat, but to harvest the meat we need the upgraded trapper's camp, which we could choose if we so desire. So in the glade, it's always random what's in these glades. In this one, because of the map, we found another building that's super good building. That you can either restore or you can just salvage it and then destroy it. And there's usually some dangerous event. In this case, this is the dangerous event. There's escaped convicts, and if we don't solve this in time, up here you can see you have 13 minutes now to solve it. If we don't do it, they will destroy some of the like loot that we find here, and also will earn an impatience point and gonna make us lose the game. So we have two options always to solve these events. In this case, there's like the persuasion option, which is going to mean temporarily our people are going to be really unhappy, but we earn these rewards. Or we can try to arrest these convicts and then we get these rewards. This is obviously super useful because it once again earns us reputation, which is what we need to win the game. So if there's any way we can fulfill this request in time, I'm going to go for this. Otherwise, I'm going to go for the request that's just going to make us hit a pretty big happiness penalty. So to complete this quest we need 30 training gear, and luckily we have a building that can produce it, which is this manufactory. So we just need to produce 3 of them, but we unfortunately don't have the materials to do so. So this is where the trader comes in, and that's why I built it in winter, because right after the storm the trader will arrive and maybe we can buy either the resources we need to fulfill the event, or he can sell us the resources that might be like these stones or these bars, so we can make these training gear here. That's basically the plan for now. So, like I said, when you cut into the glade, you also have to pay resources, and we're going to have to do that in a moment as well. I'm just going to want to set up a farm here, because that's a super high priority for me to get farming on the way. And let's see here under the payments tab, you can see, okay, because we cut into the glade, we now have to pay 6 amber, and we have time until the next autumn season to do this. Since I'm just super rich, I'm just going to make them pay for it now, so I don't forget about it. Okay. Let's see how many of these planks do we have. We need them now because we want to build a farm. I'm just gonna destroy this now so they can build the farm right away, and then they can build this after. Okay, we might also want to get a road all the way towards our farm, and what I also like doing is building another warehouse near the farm so that they can deliver it quickly, but also so we can complete this event that's gonna happen very soon as well. So we're going to build some roads here, and for this event we still have some time. We have 4 minutes left before it's too late. We're going to set the farmers right away so they start working on this farm. So we need more builders. Who can we spare for now? I think we can spare this person, and we can spare some of these lumberjacks, because I really want to make sure we solve the event in time. Okay, so start of the year is always the same. In this case we get the bonus, we get some free gold from this. That's super cool. For that actually I want to keep one more woodcutter, because then we get more gold. And let's see if we can get a useful bonus here. So this one gives us 40 meat and 40 grain every time we complete an event. So like for example this event down here would give us 40 meat. That's pretty good. And every 5 village, okay, we can fulfill this. Let's just go for this. And we also have a new blueprint. I think that's because that we have stored up. Let's see if he can help us solve the event. He cannot. He doesn't sell any metal bars or something like that. So unfortunately, he's not going to help us there. But he is also selling perks that can be incredibly useful for our people. And I particularly really like this one. It says +2 to grain production. This is going to allow us to make our farm like produce more resources. So I'm going to buy this one. And now instead of just making 6 grain, they're going to make 8 grain. It's like a 33% increase, so that's going to be super powerful. So even though he didn't help us solve the event, it was helpful nonetheless. But that means we won't have the option to complete the event like this, which means we're just going to go for this event. It gives us 5 newcomers, so at least our town will grow super fast. So once this building here is built, I will set them to solve the event for us. Yeah, I'm gonna also need the fox for that, because the foxes are really good at solving the events. Okay. We could get some more orders. I'm kind of, yeah, let's take a look at what they have. So yeah, this quest, for example, once again, really good reward, but I don't think we can build 8 houses in time. One of these houses, what do they cost? Yeah, cost 6 planks, and we need that times 8, so I don't see it very likely that we're going to have this anytime soon. So unfortunately, this powerful reward, we're not going to be able to make it. We don't have any access to wine or these pottery, so that's also a quest that we can't really fulfill. And this quest, we need to have 12 foxes. Right now we have 1, so I don't like any of these options. I'm just going to wait. But if I unpause the game now, we can see that the time quest is going to disappear. We will not be able to complete it. That's fine. I guess if we tried really hard and destroyed our buildings, we probably could have done it, but I'd rather progress my town the other way. So this butcher building is going to be really powerful because it's going to allow us to chop our meat into better food resource. So as long as I'm getting vegetables and eggs, I'm going to tell my people to eat those. And I'm going to set my fox to solve this event for us. I can even send a harpy to reduce the time. So like this, it takes 7 minutes. With an extra harpy, it only takes 6 minutes. On the other hand, a single person for that small increase maybe not worth it, so let's just send 1. We also want to rebuild this, and we have the resources, so let's send someone to do that. Let's see the speed up here. It saves it by 30 seconds. I think that could be worth it. So, for the building, like I said, we could get here the meat building to produce this meat. On the other hand, we're going to get meat by solving the event, and we can instead get the rain mill, which allows us to make flour, and that's going to be really good with all the grain we're going to get from this farm here. Also gonna, yeah, we have vegetables here, so I don't need them to farm vegetables just yet. Okay, these people are done with the harvesting, so we can destroy this one again. We can also consider getting over here into this glade, but I'm first gonna chop out some more forest around it for now. I don't want to have to pay more resources just yet, and our hostility is already pretty high as it is. So we can maybe have one of the harpies also make some more cloth in a moment. I'm also going to spend some of the cloth that we have to build more houses for them, because the special houses make them happy. Okay, once this is done, we also definitely need to produce ourselves some provisions, so let's start with that. We can build the houses after. Okay, I just realized I'm working the wrong woodcutter. I'm going to fix that now. Okay, we might want to chop our way over here also a bit, just so it's easier to go here, and so we can build some road around the farm. There's also more flax here, but I think we have 70 already of that, so it's not so important. Okay, once you finish this, please bring it back to town, because we need to start trading. So the trade routes are available once you build this trading building, and then you can send your people out on trading missions. You don't really have to actually send them, you just have to pay the resources, but for that you need these packs of provisions. So for example, we can sell one of our essences for 7 gold, we'll sell some herbs for maybe 6 gold. That's about it, what we can do for now, but that's already a lot of gold actually anyways. Okay, let's put some more woodcutters now again. And yeah, we can see our happiness is taking a big hit, and that's because of them working here this event. So that's going to make it a bit harder, but that's fine. I would like to get the harpies up to 15 again so we can produce happiness, but not at the cost of the foxes leaving. That would be detrimental. So let's have one person weaving for cloth. And as much as I'd like to chop some more trees, it's gonna increase our hostilities, so we need to be careful, because it's gonna increase the unhappiness. Basically, the higher the hostility, the higher the unhappiness is. They're gonna bring a lot of resources back from this, so I wanna build a road there. So that's gonna help them produce it faster, or like deliver it faster. Okay, eventually we're also going to want to chop into this glade here, just not yet. And we can build some road towards here, towards this glade, maybe like this. That way we have some faster access there also later. Okay, the new season has started. In this case, the farm will start harvesting the corn or the wheat or whatever it is. And we can check what is available in terms of trade routes. We can trade away our leather. I like that option, so let's do that. Also, our wood supply is getting really high, so instead of burning the coal, I want them to start burning the wood now. We still have 10 coal left in case of emergency. Might be useful. Okay, one of our trade routes is complete. Let's collect the gold and also trade away some of these insects. I think they have built this building by now. It's kind of like oddly placed. I have a better idea. How about we make a warehouse right there, so then it's right next to this building. It's going to be a bit more efficient. Just need to deliver these cloths first. 20 of them is actually really good. These people are done as well. They can help build stuff. All the roads and everything I set them to build. And we built another harpy house with the 20 cloth that she's bringing in. But make this one first, please. And then we're going to start butchering stuff. Skewers are going to be useful because our foxes like to eat them. We can make them from vegetables. That sounds about right. Let's forbid them to eat the vegetables in the first place. And we're going to tell them to cook jerky into skewers. So out of 7 food we make 10. And the jerky we'll make by cooking the insects and the meat, using some wood obviously, into jerky. So we turn 5 food into 10 food, which is obviously really good. Okay. Since we don't have so many of the foxes, it's enough if we just have 10 skewers laying around, and for the jerky it's actually good if we have a lot of it stocked up. Okay, this warehouse is done. That's lovely. I'm also going to want to build a road here around this farm. Maybe also like here. Okay, looks good. I don't even think we need this many wood cutters. I'm gonna sell some of the meat as well. I'm gonna send one harpy to help bring back all these goods that we're gonna collect. These people are done. I'm gonna tell them to make some bricks. We don't really have the resources to make bricks actually, so never mind. Let's see what else can we build for our people. I told them already to get another harpy house. That's nice. Don't really have many other things. We can harvest this flax over here, for which I'm gonna build another road. Like this. So, since we have so much wood, that's basically because of the map. On other maps it's really hard to get wood, so I don't think it's always as easy. We should think into... well, to upgrade our hearth we are still missing a lot of things. That's fine. For now, you can see that having completed all our orders earlier, we have kind of stagnated in terms of our reputation growth. It's gonna be solved once this event is over. Maybe we can get the harpies to produce some for us again. Okay, let's set... I think one person harvesting this is more than enough. There's so... maybe one human. We have so many of them. And there's so many of these flax, and we have a lot of it stocked up anyways. Okay, the weaver is done making cloth. She already made 20 of it, so thank you very much for that. Let's see what else we can build. We can build the other building we earned earlier. What was it called? The rain mill. Where can we fit this? Maybe here. Could be good. It's also nice over here, of course. We could also build it right next to the farm. That might also be a good option. I'm gonna build it next to this spot here. Gonna move these out of the way. It's nice. Some of the buildings you can move. Some of them you have to be a bit more careful where you place them. So this kind of makes it harder to place other buildings though. I don't like that. Well, let's make it here in the end. Like that. Okay, so we've solved the first event. We get some more trade routes. I'm gonna sell the rest of this leather away and some of the vegetables. I think we probably have stored up a lot of grain, so now next season I want them to farm vegetables instead. So, you can see with our happiness being back up again, I will go chop into this glade over here. Oh, actually, you can see it's actually not as fine as I thought it was. So let's unassign these woodcutters. Foxes are still unhappy. How's that? Because we got 5 extra people, of course, from the quest. Let's make them another house. Okay. That's actually a big problem, because also the harpies are unhappy. How can we solve that? That's actually not so easy right now. We definitely need those skewers right now. It's good that she's producing them. That can help a bit. What other things can we fulfill for them? I don't think we can build them their house. We don't have the materials for that. We could do this, but then the harpies will be unhappy. The harpies could eat maybe some jerky. We need some more butchers, that's for sure. Okay, and you see now that the happiness is really bad. The foxes are gonna leave. I'm gonna tell them to stop chopping in here. We need to really solve this happiness issue. And there's not really much what we can do. We could maybe try to burn our coal, but that's only gonna last us... yeah, that's not even gonna last us half a minute. This can't be problematic. It's looking like the foxes are probably gonna run away from us. I don't think I have anything to make them happy. I do have one option that I can try, which is make this building, which they like working. So our harpies are like this. Maybe at least temporarily we can fix it, but now we need to worry about the harpies next. Which I will, by making another harpy house, of course. Okay, at least the foxes are slightly happier. And the harpies we can make happy by placing in these buildings. And hopefully that solves it for now. Okay, we can even have maybe one woodcutter, but I kind of don't want to chop into the glades right now, so let's chop out something else. Maybe over here I can chop out some space with one woodcutter. We have so much wood anyways. So instead of not doing anything with my time, I'm gonna tell them to at least produce some more planks, which we can use later. And they're even producing us some bricks, which is perfect. Okay, we can get more people, but the more people you have, the higher your unhappiness. So keep that in mind. Let's see, 2 humans, 2 harpies. Harpies are really good, I like them a lot, but they're also harder to please. We're just gonna delay this choice for now. Okay. Another thing we can do to lower our problem with the hostility is build more of these hearths, which is gonna be my next step. The question is just where. Here might be a good option. Yeah, that works. You want to build the hearths near your production because that's where the people rest. So, for example, the farmers right now, they have to walk all the way back here, but by building the hearth over here, they can now just go here. Could consider replacing the farm now. Okay. We also have, again, 50 gold, so we can probably afford some really nice stuff in the next year. I'm just going to tell them to make more fabric. We're going to use that later anyways. Place this one a bit closer like this. And another building we need to set up soon is the blight post. You're gonna see why in a bit. So I'm just gonna place this here. Make a road here. Okay, let's see if we can maybe spare some of them. I already completed this work. I just don't want them to be so unhappy. Can we spare one more? Yes. So, some of our humans can produce flour for us. With so much grain that we have available to us, you can actually produce a lot of it, please. And we're gonna set one of the... yeah, why not one of the harpies over here to work this hearth. So you can see that here that the hearths reduce the hostility by 30 each. That's another way how you can manage that. So next thing I'm gonna do is move over some houses. You're gonna see why, because I can upgrade this hearth now. Just place them all the way back here. I'm also gonna need a little park or whatever for them. Maybe one house that has actual people living in it. This one. So now we are fulfilling this requirement. Now we just need the park, and then this hearth will be upgraded once again. So yeah, my goal for the next year is really to chop into this glade. So we can now set some more people. What else can we get? Every time a trader arrives, we get gold or we get free clay. I like the free clay because we need it to make the bricks. And let's get some more foxes because we only have 3. And they're even happy for us. That's cool. Just gonna see what of this could be useful. Can only afford 1. Let's get this. Extra resolve for our people. Now we could buy the weapons, but it's too late. I'm also gonna sell some of this food. I can sell 1 more of these essences. I can sell the rest of our coal. Okay. And let's see what our new quests are. So we still don't really know which of these we can fulfill. We're still far away from getting 12 foxes, unfortunately. So my intuition almost is to go for this one because I can just maybe buy them from the trader. Let's see. He's selling wine, exactly, so we can buy 40 wine from him for 8 gold. So let's quickly do that. Let's solve this. And the pottery he's not selling, but maybe we can sell that, buy that later. Or we can find maybe a building that can produce it for us. We'll see. Okay, apart from that, our foxes are now happy, but they are producing less happiness than the harpies, so I'm gonna favor the harpies instead. So they, because I have more of them, they generate more resolve, basically. That's how that works. Let's put some more people to work here, maybe 1 harpy as well. How many of these do we have left? Plenty. Okay, I'm gonna build 1 of these eventually, once we get some more of these planks going. This is gonna be super helpful, you're gonna see in a bit. So, the reason we want the Blight Post is because every 3 years, which means this year, there'll be a so-called Blight Storm, and it's gonna create cysts in our town that could destroy us if we don't pay attention to them. The reason I want the geyser is because I can use so-called pipes to install engines in my building, and then I can use the water from this geyser to speed up the production of the butcher, for example, which is obviously super powerful. We also still need to find something to do with this flour. For now we don't have anything. It's not a big deal either. Okay, because we chopped into the glade, we also need to pay some gold. We have plenty, so let's do that. And I'm gonna set 1 of the harpies to already start producing some of this fire that we're gonna need to deal with these with the blight storm. So let's get this over here, and we're also gonna chop into the big forest because we can use our foxes to how to say, well, to deal with that for us. I'm also gonna build these pipes now in the butcher and just use. We'll talk about this in a different video, how the different engines work and what bonuses you should use for them. But basically, the water we collect, you can see them here, and then we can use the water to increase the production here. Okay, lovely. We can sell some more lettuce because we're gonna get them from the farm. So yeah, this year we're only farming the lettuce, but that's fine. We have so much grain available to us anyways. So once again, there's one positive event where we just get some more people or just some gold. That's nice. Or we have to solve, and we definitely have to solve this event. Once again, it's just a big hit to our happiness, but we get some resources for it. Or we could spend some resources to get reputation. And I really like going for this because A, it helps us win, and also B, that way we don't take a hit and then we win even more. So we need some foxes for that. I'm sorry, I know you're making water right now, but your job is to go here. Like this. And we're gonna tell them to send away these things. Another thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set the favoring, turn it off so that the harpies produce reputation again. Apart from that, in the glades you also find these crates. Right now we can't open it, but in the future we might be able to. Maybe it's fine if I just have 1 person working this. It doesn't go that much longer and it's not really any penalty. So the other one can maybe try to solve this event for us. Give us 15 gold. I don't want these people. It's just going to be harder and harder to make them happy and to feed them. Okay, we could sell some of our jerky. I'm gonna do that. And we need to pay for getting into the glade again. I'm gonna move this one over here. Maybe put a second woodcutter. I don't want to chop into too many glades just because it increases the unhappiness of the people. Okay, we're also gonna need one thing which is called a hydrant. If I can find it. Is it here? Ah, here. In the hydrant we can store the water you need to deal with the cysts later in when the problem arises as well. So maybe we need a few more of these. And it's always good to keep an eye out on this purging fire thing. So, these humans are unemployed because they finished their job. That's fine. And I want to chop out some more of this space. Maybe we can chop somewhere else as well. Where else could be useful? Like, the glades are kind of like risk-reward. You want to chop into them to solve the events. Here we go. So, now it's autumn of the 3rd year. There's a blight storm. It says here, additional blight storms, recent blight storm. And now we can see, okay, there's 6 here, 3 here, 1 here, and so forth. And basically what these cysts do is they create corruption. And if there's too much corruption, a lot of our people will die, which causes impatience, and it's going to lose us the game if we don't solve it. We could sell our fire. And since we have enough wood, I'm going to do that. And since I have enough of these skewers, I'm going to sell them as well. I'm just going to need to now really increase my production because I only have 3 minutes left before it becomes a problem. Okay, we're going to move them closer up here. Like this. Okay, chop out this stuff. There's also another geyser which we can use later. For now it's not so interesting. But what we definitely want to get is this clay down here. Okay, we can also check out some more orders. I should have done that earlier. Okay, this is super good. We just deliver 100 water. We can easily do that. What else? We need to solve 18 of these cysts that we can do. This timed quest seems impossible right now. Seems a lot to do. So let's go for this. It just tells us to burn these cysts, which are from the storm. So that's a pretty good timing there. And what else? Rebuilding ruins. Well, we already did that, so it's kind of too late for that, unfortunately. This is going to be really hard as well because we don't have any way to produce these tools. The rewards are really good, but instead we're going to go for the quest that we can easily fulfill, 20 harmony decorations. I think those are these ones. Just need a lot of resources and then we can do it. Okay, well, let's sell some of these gears. And for this geyser I'm just going to build a robot. Like, you can have a robot work. The geyser, he's just going to keep producing resources for free for us. I'm just going to turn off the thingy here so that we can collect 100 to fulfill the quest. Okay, we finished making flour. It's good. I think we can also, we have a lot of this food. Not enough actually, because I keep selling it. We might want to tell our people only to eat the food that's relevant for them. So for example, we don't want our humans eating all the skewers that we want for the foxes. So that's what I'm doing here. Definitely need to get a bakery to make these things. Unfortunately, we didn't get one, but we did get another lovely building, the smithy. It allows us to make coats, which we already saw. It makes our people very happy as well. So I'm going to move the trader a bit out of the way so I can make the smithy. Something like, maybe like here. Okay, we have 15 humans, so I'm gonna free up one of my harpies to become a weaver. So we really always need to have lots of this cloth now from now on. And we also need a road towards this flax resource. And the humans can work the stones here. Okay, when they are done delivering their stuff, like this, I'm gonna move it again. Just gonna make a little path still. Okay, overall this game is looking really good so far. Okay. So one building we can make, if I can find it, just move this out of the way for now, is the field kitchen. The field kitchen allows us to make certain types of food, like the jerky we can already produce in the butcher much more efficiently. Like instead of 8 insects to 10, we can make 5 into 10, that's much better. But we can make porridge and we can make biscuits. Biscuits are to make our people, the humans and the harpies happy, and the pickled goods are what we need to make our foxes happy. So this is a really good building for us. Let's see what resources we have. Okay, we only have the herbs, and for this we can just use the grain that we farm super efficiently from the farm. Okay, do we have any metals? Doesn't look like it. So that would be another useful building if we can get some building that produces metal for us. Harpies are starving. I probably didn't tell them to eat the food. Eat these for now, please. I guess you could also, worst case, eat the vegetables, which we have tons of. But ideally, obviously, they should be eating... Why are they not... Why are they doing so many skewers? Okay, now they're producing jerky, so I'm happy anyways. Okay, yeah, let's sell some. Okay, the storm has started again, so we need to worry about our happiness once more. The harpies are super unhappy because I let them starve somehow. Which I now really regret. They have minus 14 from that. That's going to be a huge issue in a second. For now, we're just going to solve it by letting them make some more stuff here. Can you make some of this? Yeah, just make one of these, for example. Probably going to have to favor them. Yep. Even with the favor, they are still unhappy. So, now also the storm has started, so now these blight cysts are corrupting our hearth, and we need to solve that. Otherwise we are in deep trouble. How many woodcutters do I have? 5. And how much are they making? 60. It's not going to help us, unfortunately. Well, it's going to help us a little bit. What I'm going to do then is turn them off. Same with the other ones. Sorry. And we just need to tiny bit to lower our hostility a tiny bit, and for that is the sacrificing option. We can choose to burn 50 wood a minute, which is a lot obviously, but at least now our people are happy for now. We really can't afford otherwise. Okay, by burning these cysts, you see them, they're kind of like firefighters, they're walking around and destroying these things now. The fox can make some water. Shouldn't I have more foxes? Oh. One is still here. Okay. We can think about where we want to chop our trees next. I think it could be useful just to chop into these little glaives, just get some more space here. Could also just chop out this section here. Okay, I'm gonna unqueue this because I think our people are once again happy enough. I think by unfavoring this, exactly, we'll have solved it. Okay. So, we really need some of these buildings. Where are my logs? Come on. Really gotta bring some more of these logs in, people. Okay, next up I also really want to get this coat production online. The coats are really good. Unfortunately we don't have metals to produce the rest. Get some more people. Foxes or humans. They bring coats, that's kind of nice. These are more people. If there's a way we can make the humans happy, this would be really good, but for now I'm just going to grab this group. Just need to make sure we have enough housing, that the unhappiness is not going to be an issue. Looks fine. Still 1.5 minutes to go, so if I grab a good chunk of people, is it going to be an issue? I hope not. Should be fine, I think. Yeah. Okay. So now we have 28 people. 2 people are still like how you say, not in houses. We're gonna solve that in a moment. Just need to move around some people. It's now 11. One more house here. Okay, the weaver is done, but that's fine. They can keep weaving. Just make even more because we need it for the coats. There's plenty of resources anyways. Let's put a second one there. Okay, I think that's we don't need to do, but I'll do it anyways. Once we deliver this quest, which we can do now, sick, I can turn on this butcher thingy again so they can make more food. Although our food is already looking super good. I kind of want them to just also make a bigger stockpile. And we got our first service building. That's perfect, because that's one that's going to be really helpful for us. Service buildings are special buildings that not produce resources, but they provide people different services. So for example, at the forum, by providing our people with beer, they can fulfill their leisure need, so to speak, and by providing them with scrolls, they can fulfill their need for education. So we're going to go for this and make it as soon as we get a few more stones, bricks. Let's just make it somewhere out of the way. I don't think they actually need to go there. Maybe they do actually. So fix that. I think they do need to go there. These parks, they're never gonna visit them, so we can place them outside of range of everything. I'll put a few more woodcutters now again because we need to regather our wood supply after burning through it all winter long. I'm gonna tell them to chop the coal now, and we really need more woodcutters. I think we don't need so many butchers anymore, we have a lot of food. And chop into these glaives, please, for me. Okay, we can buy some more stuff at the trader. This monastery is really good. Traders arrive quicker is good. Making extra brawling tools could be alright. We have 71 gold, so we can definitely grab this. And I think we needed pottery for this quest. They're not selling that, I think. Fortunately, no. Gonna do one trade right here. I'm gonna save my money for now. And let's see what we can get here. Lose all stored fuel upon picking the stone, but we chop more wood. Super powerful stone usually, but I don't want to lose all this fuel. I don't want them to like freeze or something. Yep, let's instead go for this. Gain 1 ember for every 50 wood produced. That's just free money basically. For now, let's chop this area. No need to risk it by going into too many glades at once. Okay. Do we have people left over? Yes, we want to put some foxes here again. Actually, we don't really need them for that, but it's fine. No. It can be useful doing other things. We need that forum, for example. This is really going slow as well, so I'm kind of tempted to get the second one, maybe right here next to this. And since it's currently not the storm, let's just have a few more people chopping wood down here, like this area kind of. Something like this. Okay, we got some more gold, so now with the new cornerstones I got, I'm actually gonna spend my money buying these perks because we're gonna have a lot more gold soon anyways. This quest is really easy for us to do. This one requires us to make a bathhouse, which we don't have, so let's just go for this. Also gives us pipes, which are gonna be useful to make more engines. So I'd really like to start making these weapons, training gears, also because there's tools here, but we don't have any of the resources. It's just unfortunate. Let's chop out this area next. I kind of don't want to get into the glades if we don't have to. We have so many resources to work with anyways. Here, for example, we can get some more meat. Maybe we'll build it slightly better if it go like this. Build a road for them there. We don't need this one anymore, unfortunately. For now. Overall, I'd say it's going really, really well. I'm gonna tell them to make more coats. We need to tell the humans to use the coats, of course, as well. And with our kitchen here online, we should be going super well. We need lots of these biscuits, and we also need lots of this porridge. Let's just put 60 limit on the porridge as well. Would be good to get some pipes for this one going. Oh, we have so much of this plant fiber, really. Stop this task for now. Just make... I think we need more planks and bricks. Let's make the bricks over here and tell them you guys are going to focus on the bricks, whereas the other ones are going to focus on the planks. Okay, I'm going to move them over here, chop out the forest there a bit. Just going to make some space to build around this hearth. Basically, we have 13 people living here. We can make that 14 quite easily by moving one of them. And then we just need to build more decorations for them. Okay, the butcher here is done making food. Just make a little bit more maybe. Nah, it's good enough for now. Okay, we have this trader online, this building. Actually, we don't really need them right now either because we have so much meat stocked up, 50. Maybe just put one there so I don't forget about it. I think also we are good with these fires. So we can build a road here. Yeah, as much as I want to get into the glades, I don't really see the benefit just yet. So, this hearth is also upgraded now. Perfect. Okay, we can definitely sell the skewers, we have plenty. We can also definitely sell the flour, we have plenty. I kind of forgot making some grain, but we still have 100 anyways. So, that's fine. Let's make some more. It's right here. Ooh, since we have some copper and are not really using it, I'm gonna build some special roads from that. It costs 1 or 2? 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, that's fine. I think we didn't have much more than that. Can sell some of our clay for 10 gold, hell yeah. And in 3 minutes there's gonna be a trader. That's not looking like it's gonna be on time, but it's fine. Yeah. We'll have him come after the storm, that's enough. Let's put one harpy back here into the butcher, because we just sold some of the skewers, we can make some more. We don't really sell many, really. Oh well, they're useful for trading, I guess. Okay, our wood supply is getting up. Not high enough yet that I feel really comfortable, because in the storm again we need to unassign them, of course. I think we also want to chop this area clear. I'm going to move them over here now. Luckily our harpies and our foxes are making us plenty of reputation already. Like the harpies have already made 1.5, the foxes 0.7, that's a lot. Like already 2 of this reputation is just from them being happy and satisfied. It's gonna get much better once we have the forum online as well. For that we need scrolls, which we can easily make using plant fiber, and these pigments, which we can produce here. Kinda don't want them to use the coal from that, so I can make pigments from it. We'll put the human also to work now, not only on the flour. Maybe keep making a bit less flour, we don't have so much, and make some scrolls instead. Okay, we got a new reputation point, allowing us to either produce coal or oil. Basically 2 sources of food, of fuel, not food. But this one allows us also to make incense, which we need for the humans. So I am going for the druid. I'm going to make the druid right over here. I'm going to move this one in a bit. It's definitely going to be worth it. Another reason I chose the druid is because the harpies are really good druids. So they produce more resources whilst they're druids. So let's go make this, oops. Make this right in front of the warehouse. And that means I'll definitely want to start growing more grain rather than other things. And we're going to use our harpies to make us some oil. We don't need them to make coats, we have the better building for that. And we have plenty of this resin that we can burn into incense. So we're going to put 2 harpies to work there right away. So the forum, it allows us to fulfill these needs, but it also has a bonus, which in this case is producing double yields with a 15% chance. But for that we need to place 3 people in here, which we're going to do once the storm hits, when our people are getting freed up anyways. Okay, you human, we need you for other things. So these harpy can chop the last couple trees here. There was another one here. Okay, they're finishing up. So now we finally have a point where we're so unhappy that we have these other bonuses. So recipes producing building materials yield less, that's terrible, that's the cloth and the planks and everything. Also our fuel consumption has increased, so we definitely want to lower our problem here. I think in that case I will unassign the harpy. I'll definitely put people into the forum now. Still need to assign some more people. Unassign. Okay, this is looking better now. They are done with their thing. Okay, we get more people, which right now most of our people are unemployed anyways, so let's get some work for them first before we consider getting new people. We need some firefighters. Do we even have these trade goods? Nope. So, okay, that tells me I need more harpies. There's 3 harpies here and some fuel. Perfect. How much of this cloth? Still 40 left. Okay, you're done as well. Well, we really need more jobs for our people. We can make a monastery, for which we need more bricks, which we said we're making over here. And then let's build the monastery over somewhere here. Here could be an option, kind of in the way. I like it here. So I think next year we want to get into some more glades, just because there's events that can give us the resources we need to win the game, of course. But for now we need to solve this happiness issue. I don't want these negative bonuses coming into play. I'm gonna build another road. I think we have more than enough wood anyways, and starting next year we're gonna make so much oil that we can start burning the oil instead. So I'm gonna tell them, okay, you can burn oil now. Oil burns twice as long as the wood, and we can make so much of it with this, like 2 of the grain, which we can have hundreds of, into 5 oil, which is going to burn a long time. Then we don't need to chop so much wood. I'm going to sell this once I get the resource for that. Okay. Probably a good idea to put more people here. Let's finish up this remaining stones that are there. The reason I'm not grabbing these eggs or these berries is because you need the upgraded camps. So for this one you need the upgraded camps. For the small ones you can use the basic camp. Okay, we can finally sell more of these. Let's get 15 gold from it. I think we'll also get some more stormwater. Ah, we're already full. These people are unemployed again as well. I know exactly what we can do with them. We'll build finally this harmony decorations that we need, for which we need a lot of stones, bricks. We need 20, right? So 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay. That's gonna take a long time. Especially since we're out of clay. Are we using it for something else? I'm confused. Here's some more. Still don't have the possibility. Ah, we did get some iron, which I didn't realize. In which case I will tell them to start making these weapons. We can get ale, which will make our people happy. We can get here pottery, which will fulfill the quest. So yeah, it's super helpful. We need 16 for this. And I think here we needed less. 8, okay. So 24 is actually enough. So tell them to make 24 exactly. Actually, probably 20 is fine. Okay, the stonecutter is done with his job. Okay, New Year has started, meaning, once again, traders have one more blueprint. Well, that's kind of late for that, so let's instead go for trade routes are faster. I like that. But we can also just get 10 gold now. Let's go faster trade routes. So, what can we buy? Oh, this is great. This is excellent. It's gonna mean we get 50 lower hostility. Bam, instantly buying this. Every time we cut into a new glade, we get pottery. That's gonna be helpful for solving the quest. And making more scrolls is gonna be helpful as well. So let's go for all of that. We can also sell our oil here. I like that. Okay, I told them to make hopefully the grains and not the vegetables anymore. Just need to make sure our people have stuff to eat. Also, if there's no vegetables, looks fine. We have so much meat. We can eat also the raw meat. I don't care. Okay, we get one final order. Have 20 foxes. That's not gonna happen. Discover 2 forbidden glades, we can do that, and even we get 50 lower hostility and scrolls and ale. Wow, this is a super good quest. Need to find where the forbidden glades are. There's one here. Easy, we'll chop there. And where's the second one? There's one here. There's the super far. There's one back here that's also super far. Okay, then we kind of have our targets. This is too far as well. So we need to chop this way. And we don't need to chop here anymore. I mean, this could be like a good shortcut. But for that, we might as well just chop right through here. Kind of like that. Let's put some people here, chopping wood. Like this, maybe. Could even make an argument for just going like this. But we need wood anyway, so might as well chop all of it. And keep the glade closed for now. We don't have to go there now. Okay, these things are still requiring a lot of bricks, which we don't have. And we have the first event again. Can be solved using oil. I like that, because we basically get that easily. But we also have plenty of wine, because we can get 40 mile wine here, so I don't mind using the wine for it either. We could also maybe actually just do this. Just need 15 of these, but we need to hurry up. So let's see. There's a building I can make these with. I need 15. That would be a lot of cloth, which we don't have. Because it's all here. Tough choice, really. I think we're gonna go for this route because it gives us reputation, which we need to win. And we're gonna use... I don't know if we can get more of this copper. I'm just gonna use this for now. Gonna have to place them again in a bit. It's gonna be annoying, but that's fine. Solving the event is more important. Okay, you can make this using scrolls and this. Need some more people for that. Once they're done making some coats, well, the coats are also needed. Also seeing that we need more houses. Gotta free up some people. Yeah, you can stop, definitely. Okay, what is this? Ah, nice. This allows us to farm the berries. There's also another farming space here. Said we need more houses as well, if I'm not mistaken. I think we freed up one of these slots, yeah. So one basic house will do. Do we want to sell these bricks? Not really. No. Gotta pay for these glades. We have the money though, so that's fine. Just pay for it. Okay, I think we can also make our foxes happy, like this. Technically we could make our humans happy. I would like to do that. I mean, just solving it with the wine is so appealing because we also get scrolls from it. And it kind of like instantly deals with it and we get bricks. I kind of like that now better. Let's go for this. Easy event basically. Change you for a human and use the fox on the event. Okay, we can chop into these glades. I think we said we wanted to chop through here and then into the dangerous glade. Nice. Okay, since we're gonna get more bricks, I'm gonna sell them now because we get them from the event. There's also a chest with coats and more scrolls and more iron. I like this a lot and we're gonna go for that as well. Send someone there. Maybe the closer one first. Fulfilling this quest. Oops. Okay, there's another farming space. It's cool. It's close to the warehouse, which we're gonna need. We can stop making these things now again. A few of them are helpful. Okay, perfect. We can get biscuits. I'm gonna go for that. It's a pretty large building. Get it here. It's kind of like it closer towards the other building that uses its resources, the rain mill. Let's make it like this. And we're gonna tell them to focus only on making biscuits, really. Which means we should stop making biscuits here. That's just a waste of resources now. Okay, we have the pottery that we need for the quest, but I don't want to vendor them then, therefore. Okay, we'll pay this. Yeah, there's some more resources there, that's nice as well. Kind of don't need to go into here if we don't want to. Do we have enough stuff? Yeah, plenty. Can we free up some more foxes from different jobs? Yes, we can. A harpy here. Okay, Mr. Fox, you go grab whatever is in this chest. I think it was ale, which we need for the forum. No, we're not gonna sell this. I keep thinking about it. Okay, so we can either have the foxes happy or the humans. I prefer the humans, we have more of them. In a bit we'll put some humans also here into the church, reducing the hostility by 100. If that's not good, then I don't know what is. Okay, chop your way here. Okay, we have plenty of wood again. We could just solve this quest now, honestly, but I'm kind of scared because these glade events can be dangerous, so that's why they are called Forbidden Glades, of course. Just gonna chop the way free into them and then do it later when we're ready to win. Because for now I want the happiness, it's kind of better. So they already finished their jobs. Just need to bring these stuff back. Okay, you can work somewhere else. Oh, we have 80 of them now. That's cool. Didn't we get wine from somewhere? I think it was from this. So if we have 80, I can definitely sell 30 of them. If I'll sell 48, no, that's too much. Okay, we'll bring one more fox here just to speed this up. Okay, now that we have the forum or the scrolls, finally the harpies are getting really happy. They're making 10 extra happiness just from the scrolls themselves. Okay, we get more people. I kind of like that. $40 of this. Make more, we need more. Okay, gonna make some more decorations as well. I think we needed some harmony ones as well. Doesn't really matter which ones you build. Okay, we're getting this. Doesn't do that much for us, but whatever. Gets us a blueprint. Bakery, that's what I wanted before. So we can make pie. And we can make pottery. Excellent. Because here, using the pottery, we can now make better stuff as well. In the winter, I'll want you guys to make another farm here. And let's grab the actual population that can help us. Doesn't matter too much. Okay, we need to make one more harpy house, which you have plenty of resources for. We also can make fox houses, I think, because we're gonna get the iron from somewhere. So let's build 2 of these fox houses for them as well. I'll sell these. Okay, this is where the unhappiness is a problem again, so I'll stop that. We'll put them back in a bit. For now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put my humans into the monastery. Maybe put a fox here on the hearth, so we can use the human there. Stop this, and it's already fixed. Okay, we gotta make sure we have one person at least making this, and we need some people manning the firefighters. Unfortunately, we didn't get 4, so we could finish this quest, and we'll have to wait another year. Potentially we win by then anyways. We'll rebuild this one. I'll destroy this, we don't need it anymore. Well, maybe we need it, but whatever. Okay, we have 10 buildings, we have lots of flour, maybe make a bit more. Plenty of scrolls. Maybe we can unassign some of them. Actually, I don't really think we need this building anymore. I think we can also have less of these again. Yeah, like 15 is good. Okay, still need more cloth. I'm gonna build 4 of the decorations over here now. 1, 2, 3, 4. 100 of these, yeah, that's really overkill. I can stop working that as then. Okay, we still need 1 trader out worth 12. We can do that. We can chop into the glades, easy peasy. This is fine. Make a few more while you're at it. I'm gonna need it eventually. Okay, let's see. Food-wise, what do we have? Lots of meat. I did tell them to eat the meat, I think, yeah. We definitely need humans farming over here. In winter, what they do is they prepare the farms by basically making them produce more resources in the following year. Okay. So we need a trade route worth 12, so let's... well, we can't sell enough of this. I'm not gonna sell this at all, because they can use it in the monastery to get happy. Like, even in the storm, we're happy now, that's so good. I don't know if I put a limit on the oil. I should. 50 is good. Oh, we can make more of the incense. Well, then let's do that. I'm also gonna put some foxes on the rain collector. They're done. I'm really only concerned about food. We'll move the harpies over here, collecting these mushrooms. Let's do it like this so we can build a road. Like this. Can we afford 1 woodcutter? Nope. Okay, freeing up a lot of workers once again to finally start working on construction materials again. Put some harpies there and some foxes here, because we still need more harmony decorations. We have 8 so far. How much of this counts as 3? Okay, so we want 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. Gain 1 reputation point every time you sell goods. That's nice, but we are making a lot of our... slowing the reputation gain from reputation by 50%. I don't like it. Gain essence for every event. No. No, let's just get free gold. We can spend it on cool stuff, like harvesting crops is faster, like making more porridge, which we need to make our people have like more storage for our people as well. Cool stuff. Okay, let's see, we can sell definitely this meat. We need a worth trade, 12. Oh, here we go, that's worth 12. I'm gonna keep some oil around. Okay, that's gonna fulfill this quest. Need to burn 1 more cyst, which is already, we have 1. And we have, I think, the fire to fight them, nice. Hello. Okay, I think since it's summertime we want woodcutters. Let's do one of each. The reason I haven't chopped into this glade is because I think I can just chop there directly, like this kind of. Maybe even like something like this. And just build a road as we go. Okay, super happy people. That's going to give us a lot of reputation in the near future. I think we still need workers to make these things. We're missing planks like crazy. Is that really all we need? Do we have enough bricks? No. Okay, we're definitely missing a lot of bricks as well. Question is, how many more bricks can we even make? Not many. We can buy them from the vendor if we need to. Yeah, we can sell these insects. I'm just gonna set the trade routes to collect automatically. I don't have to pay attention to this anymore. Down here it's gonna be lots of berries, and I'm gonna make like a warehouse for these people. It uses bricks, but yeah, we don't have the bricks right now. Okay, more reputation. Ooh, this is nice. We can make ale. By the way, we can get more stones here. Let's do something like this. Build a road there. I think this is definitely going to be worth making a warehouse for, because it's going to make us bricks. So let's do this first, and then, well, this can be built also now-ish. I think we still have plenty of this, yep. Okay, we completed this quest, giving us more bars, and that's perfect. I'm gonna tell them to stop making these pickled goods. You're only gonna make me porridge from now on, for which we need more stuff. You can use this for now. Okay, the reason I wanted the construction materials is also because we can still affect a lot of our people in this upgraded houses, and we can upgrade the house like this. Like that. We can also upgrade one of the foxes. This is also giving them extra resolve, so that's why it goes up so high now. If we can just increase the other people's resolve a little bit. 14 harpies. Let's increase the humans for now. I think we need some human houses soon as well. Is there free housing over here? Yes, we want to free some people up to live over there. "24 people here, 13 people here. Move you over. Okay, so our foxes, still 2 people not living in a big house, so let's make them one. Once we get the planks again. I think there was some eggs over here we can farm. "400 wood again, wow. I made this the wrong way. I wanted to do it like this. So we have, again, because it's the 6th year, we have blight. I think we have enough of the fuel though, so we'll be good. Can definitely sell some of this. Still requiring a lot of materials here. I wanted to make some more stuff. I definitely wanted to provide my druids with an engine. How are we looking food-wise? Super good. Oh, we could have made oil here, I didn't see. But we're out of resources to make oil from? No, we have this, which we can easily farm. So that's going to speed up our oil production, so we can focus on using oil for the hearth. I don't think we need the vegetables anymore. Where are we getting the herbs from? Ah, because we have this, of course. Okay, please stop making bricks here so they can focus on making bricks for us. Okay, these people are done. I'm gonna... no, we can have them work the berries. I don't think we need the berries, but whatever. I'm gonna get more people, it's gonna be helpful. Yeah, that's gonna give me a lot of resolve in a bit. So how close are we into getting into this? Very close. Just go straight for it. It's gonna win us the game basically. Might have to chop this tree as well. And then let's chop into here. And then we can stop chopping wood altogether. I wanna make an engine here for the smithies who are making the coats. Can't have enough of the coats. I still have some more pipes. Where's the bakery? We never made the bakery, didn't we? Let's get on that. I think a good idea will be to make the bakery here, next to the house again, next to the warehouse and the hearth. Bakery. Oh, it doesn't fit. Bummer. Well, then let's make it here. I think we even have some more copper. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. This will be a high priority because all of these things are useful to us. Oh, well, not this one so much, but... yeah. We also need to make pottery. So, the dangerous glades have very dangerous events, like for example this one, if we let it happen. 240 hostility. We don't want that. Can we solve this quite easily? Yes, we can. Using these resources, which we have plenty of, and it's gonna make reputation. Cool. Like I said, we don't need these foxes or like these woodcutters here at all. I'm gonna reassign one of the foxes from something else. Let's get solving this right away before it becomes too dangerous. Put a human here. Might want to have a human here. Do we have enough flour? Yeah, we do. Oh, but we need the scrolls. So that's a good point, making the humans work there. Okay, we still have 100 of these pigments. Did we ever upgrade all of these houses? I think we did. Nope. Ah, we're out of this. Well, the scrolls are more important, but if you have the free time, make some of this. We once again, well, we also really need to make this 5 bricks there. The bricks are really what's slowing us down a big time. Tavern is really good. Gonna grab that. Causes bricks. Costs us bricks. Go. We need to get ready for the storm. So who can I spare? I think you're just making porridge, but porridge is useful for 2 of my species, yep. So keep at it, maybe even do it faster. Definitely need another person though. Who can I spare? One of these berry people. Okay, did we ever chop into here yet? Nope. That's gonna be very important that we do that. I'm gonna tell this woodcutter to stop chopping wood now. Okay, and we have a lot of unhappiness. Ooh, upcoming payment, let's just deal with that now. Sell. I don't think we need to sell our grain, it's too valuable. Just want to make sure we don't starve, even though we're kind of running low on food, we're getting a bigger and bigger population. Yep. Harpies are slowly but surely getting unhappy. Make me bricks here as well. Because of the event they're making less, that's obviously a bummer. Come on, once they chop into it, we'll stop wood cutting altogether. Oh, we can fulfill this quest. Excellent. It's gonna give us some of this coal, which I'm just gonna burn right now just to make the event, the winter less bad. We're about to win anyways. Okay, we still have a few more minutes. We can complete this quest now and destroy them again in favor of making the buildings that will win us the game, which was the brewery. If I can find it. Let's go and make it here. And we definitely need to make... Wait, didn't I make it already somewhere? Oh. Okay, let's put some human there. We need both of these things, so if I can put pipes, I will. And we need some more stone mortar now. I think we have enough of the building resources. Harpy can go here. Can we free up another human somewhere? Yep, here. Okay, are you not going into there because I didn't mark the path correctly? Maybe like this. Okay, eggs, food. I'm not gonna sell the food. I'm not gonna sell the grain. We don't need the gold. We're about to win anyways. Once this, for example, is complete, we win. Yeah. Just need to make sure we don't die. We are plenty in time with the impatience. To be fair, this was a really easy run. We had super good quests, especially the early quests were super helpful. Like you can see, all game we've been getting free herbs. We got the super good perk at the start. Our woodcutters were less bad. This has made the game quite easy. We could even still upgrade some human houses. Yeah, we can get a few of these. A lot of humans. Let's just build this shit. I think we have enough of this. No, we don't. Okay, since you're unemployed, might as well help. I think we need to get some of this also soon again. Okay, we chopped into the glade, and we can get this cool quest reward for the ale, hell yeah. And there we go. So, that was our first run in the cycle. Let's just go back to the world map, just to show. From here, we can basically continue outwards and get some negative modifiers also. Or we can continue in the inner circle where it's a bit easier. Basically, we just have to spend the time to collect these seals, which we need to close the gates. But yeah, that's it for the first mission. Thank you so much for watching, and hope to see you in the next one again.